Hey, my next question is from Dan. And Dan's question is for the guru is I want to do a postcard, but I'm not quite sure what to say or design or put on this postcard that will get me results. Dan, that's a very good question. And I could teach a 3-4 day class just on writing postcards. But in a nutshell, what you want to do is you want to have a headline, you want to have an offer, and you want to have a call to action with a deadline. And what you don't want to do is you want to do those Sammy postcards that I talked about in the Tuesday SmackDown, where they win awards, they're ego advertising, where it's just like number one security dealer in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's not going to cut the mustard today. What is in it for that ideal prospect that you are trying to reach and educate and bring on board as a new client? That's what you have to think about. And I was thinking about this too, Dan, is that like one of the first books that I read on marketing was Scientific Advertising, and it was by a gentleman by the name of Claude Hopkins. His principles still apply today, and I believe he wrote this book. It was either the late 1800s, early 1900s, and what he wrote, well over 110 years ago today, is so applicable to marketing today. Scientific Advertising from Claude Hopkins. But what you want to do is just sit down and you have to test it. And what I find with a lot of security dealers is that they don't want to put the time into testing these things, because like it takes time and practice, and it's an art form on how to write postcards and stuff. And I get a lot of critiques in here all the time from security dealers, critiques that come in from for the Spoken Security newsletter, one of the critique forms that they get inside of that. And it's all the same. And if you can get this thing down pat, writing postcards yourself, I mean, you can really conquer a territory. And what you want to do today with a postcard is you want to have what they call as a like an asset, or a postcard that's evergreen, something that you can mail over and over and over again, that's got predictable results to it, that if you mail out 2,000-3,000 of it, it's going to bring in X number of sales, X number of dollars, and reoccurring monthly revenue. And that's what they call an asset within your business. If you can have a predictable piece of marketing like that, and you need to have a postcard like that. You need to have a killer postcard, because what you have to have is an unfair advantage today in business, because that's the only thing that's working on your behalf. And I know I'm going a little bit off track too, but I was thinking about another thought, was that with your business today, you've got to keep everybody that's within your client base happy. You can't let anybody, fall off to the side. You want all these ambassadors working for you too. So gave you a little bit something else to think about too, Dan. And any more questions? Anybody have questions? Just send them into Ask Bob on my website at securitymarketingguru.com. And I want to thank you again. And now go sell something. Thanks.